Let's be real for a second. Few things stress landlords out more than a tenant not paying rent. When that rent doesn't come in, it affects your cash flow, your mortgage, and your peace of mind. But here's the key. How you respond matters just as much as what you do. In Virginia, handling unpaid rent the wrong way can cost you time, money, and even your legal standing. I'm Calvin Davis with Keyrenter Richmond Property Management, and we help landlords throughout Richmond and the surrounding areas handle situations like this the right way, legally and efficiently. So today, I'm walking you through exactly what to do when a tenant doesn't pay rent in Virginia. Step 1, double check your lease and your grace period before you panic, or send an angry text. Slow down and check your lease. Most leases say rent is due on the first of the month, but many also include a grace period, often 3 to 5 days. Important detail: if the last day of the grace period falls on a weekend or a legal holiday, rent is usually considered late on the next business day. So step 1 is simple. Confirm the rent is actually late. Confirm how your lease defines late payment, and confirm any applicable late fees. Skipping this step is how landlords accidentally get themselves in trouble. Step 2, send a friendly reminder. If this is the first time they've had a late payment, it may not be intentional. People forget, banks delay transfers, checks get mailed late. A quick professional reminder by text, email, or phone can sometimes resolve the issue immediately while preserving the relationship. That said, if this tenant has a history of late payments, skip this step and move straight into formal action. Consistency is important. Step 3, send a formal non-payment notice once rent is officially late. It's time to document everything. First, double check your records. Confirm no partial payments came in. Verify payment portals and bank deposits. Then send a written non-payment notice that clearly states the amount due, any late fees, and what happens if rent remains unpaid. Always keep records of the notice, how it was delivered, and when it was sent. Documentation protects you if things escalate. Step 4, serve a Virginia pay or quit notice. If rent still hasn't been paid, this is where Virginia law becomes very specific. In Virginia, landlords must serve a 5-day pay or quit notice for non-payment of rent. This notice gives the tenant 5 days to either pay the full amount owed or vacate the property. If they do neither, you can move forward with eviction. Delivery matters here. The notice must be delivered properly, whether by personal delivery, posting and mailing, or another legally accepted method. Mistakes in notice delivery are one of the most common reasons evictions get delayed or dismissed. If you're a Richmond area landlord and dealing with late rent, or want to avoid these situations entirely, Keyrenter Richmond Property Management can help. From rent collection to legal compliance, we handle this process so you don't have to. You can schedule a quick owner consultation at keyrenterrichmond.com/schedule. All right, let's get back to it. Step 5, move forward with eviction if necessary. If the tenant does not pay and does not leave after the pay or quit period expires, the next step is filing for eviction, also called an unlawful detainer in Virginia. Here's an important mindset shift. If you say you're going to evict, you must follow through. Empty threats teach tenants that deadlines don't matter. At this stage, you file with the General District Court, you include any co-signers listed on the lease, and you follow the court's timeline exactly. Many landlords choose to work with an attorney or property manager at this point to avoid procedural mistakes that reset the clock. Delays cost money every single day. Consider professional property management If chasing rent, serving notices, and navigating court sounds overwhelming, you're not alone. A professional property manager helps. They help prevent non-payment through better screening, they enforce lease terms consistently, and they handle the legal process correctly when problems do arise. Most owners don't lose money because of one bad tenant. They lose money because issues drag on too long. So let's recap what to do when a tenant doesn't pay rent in Virginia. You confirm the rent is truly late. You check your lease and the grace period. You send proper written notice. You serve a legal 5-day pay or quit notice. You move forward with eviction if necessary. Handled correctly, this process protects your income, your property, and your legal rights. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more Virginia-specific landlord tips. Drop a comment below. Have you ever dealt with a non-paying tenant? And what was the hardest part? If you want help managing rent collection or tenant issues in Richmond, visit KeyrenterRichmond.com. I'm Calvin Davis with Keyrenter Richmond Property Management. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.